Uh, Thank you again for everyone who's joining our today's training session. We're up to number 4, so this is our 4th training session. So I'm excited to go through some features we've been working on in Yojee, and hopefully you'll get something valuable out of it. Over the next few minutes, we'll cover 3 key aspects of the Yojee platform. First of all, we're going to look at dashboards, and we'll be looking at how we customize the widgets and use the features for the map view. Then we'll look into the transport orders page, exploring new features like transfer planning, along with how to optimize your grid and add filters. And finally, we'll just go over how our partners manage incoming orders, so including how to customize the layout for them. And by the end of the session, you should feel confident in navigating these features to optimize your logistics operation. But before we start, I just have a few housekeeping things to go through. First of all, the session is being recorded and will be shared after the webinar. You'll also find this session on our knowledge base for you to share with your colleagues. And you can also find previous sessions on our knowledge base. So if you want to look at our previous sessions, feel free to find them there. We have a chat functionality on this webinar, so feel free to post any comments or share your feedback along the way. And if you happen to have any questions that come up throughout the training, there is a Zoom Q&A button, so feel free to click on that and we will answer any questions that you have at the end of the training. And if we don't have time to get through all the questions, we'll always follow up with an email. All right, so without further ado, let's get started and we'll kick off on our first topic, which will be dashboards. So dashboards is the first screen you'll see as you log into the Yojee platform. Now, the dashboards provides a customizable real-time overview of your operation. It consists of 2 sections. So at the top here, you have your widgets. And down the bottom, so the widgets, which provide live measures of your operation, which can highlight key information for you. And on the bottom, we have our map section, which gives an overview of your operations, including driver location, status of your orders. So let's quickly look, first of all, how your widgets can be customized. So you will start off with 4 basic widgets when you first sign in, but these can easily be changed and added or removed as you prefer. So first of all, if you want to remove a widget, at each widget there's a red cross in the top right-hand corner. Simply click on the red cross, and that will remove the widget for you. If you want to add a widget, we have this widgets button on the right-hand side. Click on that, and you'll have a list of widgets that you can add depending on what you're looking to see. Just click on the widget and it will appear. You can also rearrange your widgets pretty easily. So at the top of each widget, you have these arrows. If you click on these arrows, you can move them to any order you like, and they will remain in that order until you change them again. Now, these widgets can be really powerful depending on who's using them, and we recommend that you obviously change them depending on your role. So, for example, if I was a customer service team, I might be interested in seeing order completion performance for a particular customer. So I may want to create a widget specifically to look at how many orders have been completed. I then want to edit that widget by clicking the cog in the bottom right. And I may want to see only the completed orders for a specific customer. So if I just add down the bottom, there's an option to add a filter. I can add my sender here. And I'll add it. I only want to see orders that have been completed for my customer, Eric, Vietnam. I can also change the title of this filter. So I'll call it Eric completed. I want to only see orders that have been completed today. I can also change my threshold. So at what number would the colors change? And I can also change the colors if I don't like the colors that are pre-described. Once I'm done, click Save. The filter then will update, and will show the corresponding information. If I want to dig deeper, and I can actually click on each of these values, it will open up a new tab and will also filter the required information. So you only see the 2 orders that you were that were displayed in the widget. Um, if I was a planner or a dispatcher, I might be interested specifically in seeing how many orders are due today compared to how many orders have been completed. So I might want to be watching this number go down as this number goes up. And the idea will be get this to 0 and this to 21. I also might want to see how many of my orders are still in a pending state with my downstream partners, so meaning they haven't accepted it. So I can specifically create a widget for that. I can then further filter that widget to be specific to one of my senders. So if I'm particularly interested in only orders to this one from this one sender, or I can create a widget to show the order status. So how many orders are showing delayed status within the past hour. So in this case, I've created a widget here called a delayed past hour and looking at a time frame of the last hour and how many are showing as delayed. So the widgets are really customizable depending on what you want to see, and it's up to you to edit them to make them work for you. Now below the widgets, we have a map. So the map view displays live locations of active drivers, hubs, and orders. And you'll see on this map, there's some pins. If you look in the top left corner, you'll have your legends, which you can click. It will show you what each of the pin means. And I can also from here toggle each pin on and off. So if I only want to see orders that have been assigned, I can untoggle those areas or add or remove, whichever you prefer. These pins are interactive. So if I want to see what my driver here is up to, so I can click on their driver. I'll see the driver name, the vehicle they're driving, along with when it was last, the location was last updated. And I can also hit explore, which give me which will show me a list of all the orders that is assigned to this driver. If I'm interested in my my deliveries, I can click on the deliveries, and I'll see order references, the order status, and any other relevant information for that order. I can also click on any tracking links or order details as well. If I find this view a bit messy, I can also, not a bit too colorful, I can also turn on the grayscale map, which will just take some of the background colors out, which makes it a bit easier to see the pins that you may be interested in. And you've also got the option to add a live traffic layer. So this is particularly useful for someone, say, in the customer service team who might want to be checking the status of an order. And you might want to see if there's any expected high traffic along the journey. So it allows you to stay up to date with how your orders are going throughout the day and any delays that may be along that your drivers may face. So this map can also be filtered further depending on what you want to see. So we have this search box here. So if I was interested in the status of a specific order, I can just simply add the order ID, and it will then highlight the specific order. So in this case, it's this one. I can click on it. I know it's been completed. I can also look at orders in a different time range. So if I want to look at orders from, say, yesterday, and just to make sure they've all been completed or not, I can do that. I can also look at specific item statuses. So if I'm only interested in what orders have been assigned today, I can do that as well. All right, so that's the dashboard. So I guess key takeaways from the dashboard screen is you're able to customize your widgets to highlight the live measures of what is important to you for your day, and you can use the map for your operational insights. So next screen I want to go through is, actually before we move on, just a reminder, if you have any questions, please add them to our Q&A and I'll address them at the end. So let's move on to our next topic, which is transport orders page. Easy to navigate to the transport orders page by selecting transport orders at the top here. So the transport orders page helps you manage your orders efficiently, particularly when transferring to downstream partners or to your drivers. But let's first look at customizing the orders grid. So the orders grid displays a lot of information that may or may not be relevant to your operation. So the first thing I recommend you do is rearrange it in a way that works for you. So each of these columns can be clicked and dragged to sit in different locations. You can also add or remove a certain fields that may or may not be interesting to you. So if I want to add, the order ID field, I can simply add it by that. If I want to add a tracking page, I can a tracking column, I can do that as well. And if I want to add my drivers or partners, I can add those columns as I need. Once the columns have been added or removed, you can move them around. And this can be particularly powerful for, say, the customer service team who might want to keep an eye on the orders throughout the day, or for your dispatchers to see specific status of orders or help with their planning. Once you've got the view to how you like, you simply, if you click on the columns button and save selection as preset, add a name, and you can either set this as your default or an easy reference for future. Click on save. And then now whenever I return this page, it will always look like this. I can have multiple views as well. So for example, if I was customer service, I've created a view here, which has my order IDs on the left-hand side, a quick reference to my tracking page, my statuses, when my status was last updated, and who will be managing the order. So whether it's my partners or it's my direct drivers. I've also created a planning view. So if I was planning my orders for the day, I might want to see different information like the service type, who the orders are assigned to, whether it's a driver or a partner, and maybe some more detail like the weight or volume of each of the orders. Now, to complement this, we have our filters as well. So obviously, I might want to, there's a lot of orders in this. I might want to restrict the view. So I might be interested in planning my orders for today. So I will change my view to, I want to see only orders with a commit date of today, which can be assigned or transferred. And here we go. Now I've got a condensed list of orders. If this is a regular view I want to see, I can also save this filter. So once I've created my filter, I click on save, give it a name, and save. And as you can see, I've got a bunch of already pre-saved filters here, which I can easily reference as I'm doing on the task I'm performing. So using your filters with your column presets is quite powerful. So for example, if I'm looking at my my customer service view and I add my I only want to view the jobs for a specific sender, so my Eric Vietnam sender, which are due today. There's none for today, but I might expand it to a week, sorry. There we go, and I'll see all my orders that have been created by my sender. I can also update this because obviously I wanted to see this week's order. So if I click back in my filters and my save filters, let's update this filter, and we'll rename it to this week. There we go. So I can easily track my orders. I can click on the tracking link here. I can then send this URL to my customers, say this is the status, or this is the this is the status of your order. If I was looking at planning my orders for the day, I could change my view to my planning view. And then looking at my, say I'm looking at planning all my same day orders. There we go. Any orders under the same day status for this week. So as you can see, it's quite powerful depending on how you set it up, and highly recommend that you filter and create a view that works for you. Next thing I want to demonstrate on this page is a recent feature called transfer planning. So let's make sure I'm on my my planning view again. And say I want to plan my orders that are unassigned for the next day. Here we go, I've got 4 orders here. Say I'm planning for tomorrow, so I know that 2 orders I want to send to one partner. So if I click on the orders I want to transfer and then transfer, I select the partner and transfer. And instead of selecting submit, if I click on this plan transfer toggle here, this will change the status to transfer planned, apply the partner name, but it won't actually send the order to this partner. It will just show up in my planning list of where I'm anticipating this order will go. And I can do this for my orders. There we go. So I've got 2 orders going to this partner, Hong Vuong, and the remaining 2 orders going to Ming Kwang. Now, throughout the day, the situation may change. Maybe my partner can't take as many orders, or maybe additional orders will come in that have higher priority. So with this functionality, I can simply, if I wanted to change which partner they go to, I can just simply click on the order and reassign it to a different partner. Also, plan transfer. As you can see, the partner has now been updated. Or I can withdraw it from my planning by clicking the withdraw button. There we go. It's no longer assigned, and it's ready to be reassigned to another partner. And then at the end of the day, when I'm ready to commit these orders to my partner, all I need to do is highlight the orders, set the transfer button again, and then confirm planned here. And this will, as you can see, the status has turned, I'm sorry, the status has been changed to planned. So the status has been changed to transfer pending, which means the order has been sent to my downstream partner, and they can then choose to accept the order. And I can see here which partner they've been sent to. And just quickly, I'll go through some of our the buttons up the top here, just to clarify what they each of them do. So this assign button will assign orders to your driver. So if you want to assign to a driver, just click on the driver you want to assign to, click assign. It will confirm the vehicle, and then assign. As I just shown, transfer will transfer orders to a downstream partner. Complete will allow you to complete an order either on behalf of your driver or on behalf of your downstream partner. This action can't be undone once it's been completed, and you have to acknowledge that before you complete any orders. If I want to retract an order from a downstream partner, I just use the withdraw button here. If I want to cancel an order, I can use the cancel button here. So in this scenario, cancel means this order will no longer go ahead and essentially will stop the order from being processed. So again, this is another final status. So if you do select cancel, sorry for an unassigned order here, the order cannot be reinstated. However, you can duplicate the order if you need to. And finally is the documents button here. So if you want to download either the COD note, any labels or proof of deliveries, that can be done from here as well. All right, so some key takeaways, I guess, is you should always customize the grid to focus on what matters to you. So using your column grids and your filters. And this will help you hopefully streamline your task management. Okay, so any questions so far? Again, feel free to use the Q&A and I'll go back to that at the end. And the final topic I want to discuss is how your partners see orders that are coming in. So I'm going to log into a downstream partner here. So here we go. There we go. I'm in my downstream partners page. So your downstream partners have will get the same full Yojee experience as you do. As you can see, by default, I go to my my dashboards page. Your partners can configure this page to be viewed how they want to see it. So if they want to, so in this case, I can see how many unaccepted orders I've got in my orders list, how many unassigned tasks, and how many are due today, and they can add or remove as you can. So if I open to the transport orders page, it's very similar to the transport orders page that you would see. The only difference is they have a yellow bar across the top here, showing how many of the orders that are incoming. And if they expand this bar, they get a bit more detail on which orders are available. So as you can see, this one is only showing 3 of the possible 7. This is because we have a date range filter. So if I'm only interested in seeing what orders were sent through today, I can click on this and see today. If I want to see all the orders are available, I might have to expand that period. So if I look at orders from this week, it should now show me all 7 of 7 orders that have come through. So your downstream partner can also add and remove columns and save them as presets as shown before. They can click individual items and select accept to accept them into the network, and they will appear in their transport orders page down here. They can delve into the orders as well, see additional information about each of the orders, and then choose to accept or decline depending on their operation. Great. And there we go. So that's the overview of the transport orders page and the incoming orders for a downstream partner. I guess the takeaway is as well that your downstream partner should always regularly check for incoming orders to avoid any processing delays and to avoid from you having to reach out to them and follow up. Actually, I'll start off with the questions that have come through. All right. So first question is, what is a partially assigned order? But essentially, a partially assigned order is an order that has been maybe only one part of the order has been assigned. So whether essentially the pickup has been assigned or the drop off. Yeah. So essentially, if an order has only one leg of it that's been assigned, that will come up as a partially assigned order. So if you've got an order with multiple legs. So it goes from, I guess, a warehouse to a shipping yard, then a shipping yard to a customer. If only the first leg for the warehouse to the shipping yard is assigned and the second leg hasn't been assigned, that would be a partially assigned order. I hope that answers your question. The next question is, can you duplicate a cancelled order if it's been reinstated for delivery? Yes, yes, you can. So if I have this order and I want to cancel it for whatever reason, I can go back into this order and I can use the option, the action duplicate. It will copy all the fields. The order then will be duplicated with all the same information. You can then update whatever details you need to, and then save to lock in that order again. All right, and then I've got one more question here, which is about. So they're asking if I change the dashboard widgets and views, will that change it for everyone else? So your widgets are personal to you, essentially. So everything you change in this screen will only apply to yourself. It won't apply to your colleagues. So you can make this as personable as you need to make it work for you. And the same goes with your transport orders, your preset columns and your preset filters. These are personal to individual users. So you can create as many and make them as unique to you as you need to make your day as efficient as possible. All right, so I think that's all we have for now. So just as a quick wrap up, we covered over our dashboard. So we looked at how to customize our widgets, how to apply a traffic layer, and how to use the filters. We also looked at the grid view, the transport orders page, so looking at the grid view, how to customize each of the grids, add filters, and how to use the transfer planning feature. And finally, we had a quick overview of our transport orders for partners. So how to customize layout, add filters and actions, and so forth. So we are a minute away from the end of this. So thank you very much for your time and your patience and listening to me. As always, if you have any questions or need any more information, please reach out to us at support@yojee.com. And likewise, if you have any suggestions on future topics, then we'd love to hear it. But other than that, I hope everyone enjoys their day and thank you so much for your time.